Fox News contributor Jonathan Turley made a bit of a ridiculous argument in defense of former President Donald Trump, who was booked at the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta on Thursday. Earlier this month, Trump was indicted in Georgia on 13 counts stemming from his attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election in the state, which he lost. Okay. Now, that involved a January 2nd, 2021 phone call that Trump made to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, where he had pressured him to find him votes. Now, again, very important the phrasing here. Find me votes. Here was the quote. What I want to do is this. I want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have because we won the state. He also told Raffensperger that not overturning the results could result in criminal prosecution of him. Now, to me, that seems like election interference, and a crime, trying to pressure an elected official to change the results of an election in order to put a specific person into power and usurp democracy, all that stuff. However, Turley, on Thursday's edition of Hannity's show, had a different interpretation of that call and of these charges.
I think this is criminalizing the challenging of elections. Basically, you have a Democratic prosecutor saying, how dare you challenge a Democratic victory? But in Donald Trump's case, he insists that he does believe that Georgia could have been flipped with a recount. And the way that she portrayed that phone call to Raffensperger, I think, is really evidence of the bias and unfairness of aspects of this indictment. It makes perfect sense when you're challenging an election to say, I only need around 11,000 votes. So if you do a statewide review, that's not a lot in a state like Georgia. That's not criminal. That's making a case for a recount.
Yeah, okay, Jonathan Turley, all right? Here's the thing about this, okay? Stupid nicknames aside. That could have been considered a reasonable request, as far as like asking for a recount, if not for the fact that the previous month they already had a recount. Raffensperger's office had already completed a recount at Trump's request. In fact, by the time Trump had made this call to Raffensperger, Georgia had already conducted 2 recounts. Already. Not only that, but again, the phrasing of the call. He told an elections official, Raffensperger, to find him votes. Just find me votes. Not, hey, can you please check to make sure that you didn't miss any votes for me? Because that would be phrasing of asking for a recount. Hey, are you sure you got all the votes for us? Are you sure there's nothing that hasn't been counted yet? Or whatever, right? But no, this is find me votes that will make me win. That was his request. That's very specific. That's not making a case for a recount. That's asking you, hey, just make me the winner. Find me votes. Whatever you have to do, just find them for me. Maybe make them up. I don't care. Just do it. And by the way, if you don't, then there's going to be some serious legal repercussions for you. Now, what's even more interesting here than, his ridiculous argument is the 180-degree turn that came from Jonathan Turley. In fact, I'm going to show you what he tweeted here on January 3rd, 2021. He posted, telling Raffensperger to find the votes on Saturday before certification is breathtaking. I am as mystified by the request as I am the logic. Such an opportunistic move to secure the 16 electoral votes would not work to change the outcome. Huh. What? Oh, wait. So, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Huh. Breathtaking. But now, oh no, it's just asking for a recount. That's all it is. A recount. No. So what changed for Jonathan Turley? Well, like a lot of right-wing politicians and pundits, the fact that the base didn't give a damn that Trump tried to steal an election. Remember, there were a lot of Republicans that came out and said, oh my God, January, all this stuff, oh, what a terrible thing that happened. Democracy, we must protect it. What Donald Trump did was wrong. Now they're like, oh no, what he did totally legal, totally fine. In fact, it's the Democrats that are doing the bad things. Yes, that's it. Yes, of course, of course. And again, it's because the base is like, we don't care. We don't care about democracy. We don't care about rule of law. We don't care. We just want Donald Trump to win. We want to put Donald Trump back into the White House. We want to give him power, specifically because he will punish our enemies. At the end of the day, that's what it's about for the base. He's going to own the libs. Own the libs, punish our enemies. That to them is making America great again. Okay? Now, for the politicians and pundits who know better, like Jonathan Turley, okay, he knows this. He knows where his bread is buttered. He knows. He's a Fox News contributor. And so he decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to throw out any semblance of values that I profess to have in order to get on the good side for Trump. And as long as the base is for Trump and believes his lies, there are going to be hangers-on and ass-kissers. And that is exactly what Jonathan Turley's legacy is going to be at the end of the day.